Hey everyone, let's do the Booktube Oldie Tag today. The tag was created by Monica Kim and I was tagged by Lindsay from Lindsay's lovely library. Links are going to be in the description below. So let's get into the question. The first question is, how long have you been part of the Booktube community? And I uploaded my first bookish video to YouTube in January 2011. So that's almost 9.5 years now, give or take a little bit. And I've been making videos about books and other things ever since. The second question is about the biggest misconception I had about BookTube before making videos myself. And my biggest misconception was basically that I didn't know that there was a bookish community on the internet or on YouTube particularly. I had discovered in the summer of 2010 the Vlogbrothers and Wheezy Wader and the option of vlogging and making videos about things that interest you. And during that year I had a shitty job and I was really not happy and I wanted to learn something new. So vlogging about books was something that really came natural as an idea. I remember looking for bookish videos on YouTube before I started to see if other people were doing that, but I only found some German channels that were talking about German bestsellers or bestsellers in Germany, which are typically the books that I don't read. So I didn't know that there were more people making videos about books. I'm pretty sure I didn't find a lot of the other bookish people on the internet with my testing search. I didn't really go deep dive searching. I just did a superficial search for bookish videos. Question number 3 asks about the changes that BookTube has undergone since I started. And I think there have been a lot of changes, especially the growth. There are so many more people making videos about books now that it's amazing. There are also the different types of videos, different styles, different characters, different books. And I think BookTube has a lot of niches now. It probably had that before too, but now it's even bigger of an important thing, that a lot more things have come in close niches and close groups, and there's not one big booktube per se. Question number 4 is about my favorite booktube memory, and it's always the people. I love talking to the people in the comments. I love the communication we have either on my videos or other people's videos, then also meeting people. I don't know what it is, but I'm always not sure when I travel if I should contact people that I know who live where I travel to meet up, because I'm rather socially awkward and shy and think, why would they want to meet me? But every time I do, or the other way around, that someone else reaches out to me when I'm traveling or they're coming here to meet, it's always great. I always feel insecure if it's going to be easy to talk about something, but then I forget that I've known these people probably for years and that we've talked for years already and we have something to talk about. I've never met anyone that I've met over BookTube in real life that I had problems talking to, and I love that. Love that. The people in this community are really the best part of the community. Question number 5 asks about the books I read because of BookTube. And let's face it, I've been doing this for 9 years. I can't separate books I heard on BookTube or that I found myself or heard anywhere else from. I know that I definitely was introduced to steampunk and Gail Carriger particularly by BookTube, but that's been in 2011. There are a lot of other books that I bought because of BookTube. I think I made 2 videos about that already, and multiple more. Question number 6 asks about what frustrates me about BookTube. And part of that is that I don't find books on my own anymore. Like I said in the previous answer, I've been doing this for so long, I don't know what I've heard about on BookTube before or that I find on my own. And it's very difficult. There are a few things still that I find on my own that I haven't heard of, but it's very hard to go into a bookshop nowadays and not be like, oh, I heard about that book, I heard about that book, I'm interested in that one. It's not like you go searching for a book that talks to you particularly, but you haven't heard opinions about the book before. And I think, especially for my way of reading and finding books, that is a sad thing. But I found so many great other books through BookTube that I am willing to give that up, if you know what I mean. Another thing, not book buying related, that frustrates me about BookTube is that people look at BookTube as one thing. It's so often that people complain about the pressure they feel to read the books and everyone's reading YA, and it's been going on like this forever. We have always phases where people were asking for more diversity, wanting more creative things, not the style videos, and they were always there. It's the people who complained about lack of diversity were not looking. And the people who always say it's just YA, they're not looking. There are so many people making videos about BookTube that there is something for everyone in every category nowadays. It just might take some search, and maybe you can ask other people who make videos about books that you like, or make videos in the style that you like, what they are watching. It's always a good idea. This is something that frustrates me for years now. I've started booktubing with 35. So I've never been a young booktuber. I've never been someone who solely read YA. I've always read all the genres and also talked more about literary fiction. But I was not the only one. There were groups of people, and I know quite a few people who say, like, I only watch adult booktubers. I only watch people who talk about non-YA stuff. And I think that the people complaining about booktube making them feel pressure to do this, this, and that, they're looking in the wrong direction, and they're blaming the whole community for it. I don't like that. I don't like that we say booktube is this when there are many, many different parts of booktube, many niches, many styles, many types. Before I get more into this, let's move on to question number 7. What is my hope for booktube? And my hope is that people start thinking of this booktube community as a community with different sub-communities, with different people, with different personalities, different interests, and not just one big glob. That we would allow people to be different and not judge them for it. That we don't say, like, you have to read this many books or you're not a booktuber, although I don't know who says that, but I hear people complaining about it a lot. So that idea must come from somewhere. I hope that people who start booktube will find their niche, will find the people around them that they are happy with. They will find their audience. They will not only look to be a super big booktuber, but maybe a booktuber that is happy. I know so many smaller channels or smaller groups in the booktube community that are happy with what they're doing, and they're not aiming for thousands and thousands of subscribers. Yes, everyone is happy about subscribers and more views, but that doesn't mean we're unhappy with less subscribers and less views. I always find the comments I get for a video are much more important to me than the views, because I don't care if 2,000 people watch a video, but I only get 2 comments. That's not the interaction I want. And I hope that booktube is moving into that direction, that people find their happy spot and not only see booktube as one big thing. Does that make sense at all? I don't know. I've been doing this for so long, seeing the same discussions pop up again and again and again, the same dramas pop up again and again and again, the same complaints again and again and again. It feels like every time there's a new group of people starting, they go through the same phases. Let's end this here before I end up rambling forever and ever. Because it's a tag, you're supposed to tag people, and I would like Sumoro to do this tag. I really don't know if she hasn't done it or if anyone else has done it, because I'm, as usual, not late and always behind on videos. Too many booktubers to watch. Love that. Anyways, rambling. Thank you all for watching. Let me know in comments if you're a booktuber who's been doing it for a while, or even if you're a watcher and commenter but not actively making videos. But if you're a part of the community, tell me in comments and answer the questions in comments as a community member who is not making videos, because I know there are quite a few of you. Okay, thank you all for watching. I'm done talking.